Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons. Here we have today a Mazda 3 Sport Lux. This has got the 122 PS e-SKYACTIV-G engine. So these are very fuel efficient vehicles. Both the engine, gearbox, just the entire way the car is designed for efficiency, low emissions. So particularly good if you're a company car driver. Now this is presented in Polymetal Grey, one of my favourite colours. It's got a black cloth interior, and this car has covered under 12,000 miles. Now the majority of our cars, between about 70 and 80%, depending on what time of year, majority of the used cars we get are generated through part exchange, but there's a really high demand for used cars, so sometimes we do have to source them from elsewhere. Obviously, being a Mazda dealer, we sell a lot of new cars and we get the part exchanges that way, but this one has been sourced by our buying department, so thank you very much for this car. They delivered it straight to us and it's beautiful. So it's Polymetal Grey, under 12,000 miles. I didn't know the previous owner personally, like a lot of the cars we advertise, but it's in very, very good condition. Like most used cars, or I'd say 95% of used cars, there'd be a couple of grazes on the alloy wheels. This side's fine, but it's almost definite that you'd get it on the, you'd get a few grazes on the near side. I think there's only one. There we go, there's a graze on that wheel there, and that will be tended to over the course of the next couple of days. So let me show you in the boot. Now I'll sort of point something out. If you are looking at these cars and comparing them, this is the e-SKYACTIV-G, which is the slightly newer. I think newer, I mean, you wouldn't, apart if I held my finger over here, that's how the original one would look. That came out in 2019, and then they did a little tweak. You actually lost a CD player, and you lost the CD player, but the car was sort of tweaked for better emissions. Okay, you got a good size boot here. I would say it's family friendly, which is something that I now understand, because I used to think, why are people so bothered about boot sizes? If you like the car, you know, you like the car. But I have a 4-year-old, and in his earlier days, not so much now, with all the prams and things like that, and all the things that go along with it, which I thought was a bit unnecessary. You need a big boot. You've got lots of room in the back here. You've got these lovely sort of cloth seats with a slightly sort of browny, it looks more brown actually in the video, in the photos, inserts. Now these are one of the safest cars on the road. The CX-30, which is based on this, which is a little bit higher up, I think actually was the safest car on the road when it came out. So obviously this will follow. You notice not much glass. I know some people go, oh, you know, it could feel a bit claustrophobic, etc. The less glass, I suppose, the safer the car is. But I still think, I've sat in the back of these on long journeys, and yeah, very comfortable. And you've got the privacy glass as well, which from the inside you wouldn't even know is there. So we'll go through those safety features when we get in the car, but it's all very nice. The lights on these cars are excellent. You've got high beam control, they're LED, they are amazing. And the best way I can describe the efficiency of this lighting is that I could see more on an unlit road at night than I can in the day, especially the country lanes, which is sometimes the route I take home. I think they are superb. It's like having a new set of eyes, and I do find my eyesight's getting weaker and weaker as years go on. So yeah, LED lights. You've got front and rear parking sensors. You've got rear parking camera. You've also got lane departure warning system, so the car will warn you if you depart a lane without indicating. You've got blind spot monitoring. See these little triangles here? They will light up if somebody is overtaking you or undertaking you, just to say be careful. And if you were to pull out, it will also bleep. I think a very useful thing to have, something that you probably need to get used to, but now it's been around for a while now and people have got used to it. But you can change the sensitivity of it all. So put your foot on the clutch to start the car. You press this button here. She fires into life. 11,498 miles. Sorry, there's a bit of glare there. Let me. Okay. The car's due a service. It will be done probably this week. So we'll have it serviced. I'll have that the greys on the alloy wheel done, and it will be ready for the next keeper. I was just having a little play around on this because I struggle sometimes when I'm videoing to get the right page up. Now, this car is a mild hybrid. I know there's a lot of focus on, you know, hybrid, mild hybrid, electric vehicles. I'm a fan of self-charging hybrid cars and mild hybrid cars. Now, what a mild hybrid car will do, it will never be powered by electricity. It will never be powered by a motor. But any energy lost from braking, slowing down, will be harnessed into this battery here, which is in the car. And that battery there will run all the things in the car that would normally put strain on the engine. So less strain on the engine, the less fuel it uses, the better it is for the environment. And this car has cylinder deactivation. You wouldn't even know this is happening. But when you're sort of coasting along, okay, you know, you're not accelerating, etc., it'll go down to 2 cylinders to save you fuel. And I had a quick nosy on this. This hasn't been reset from new, and it's got 41 to the gallon. And obviously, what's this now? 2 years old, this car? Yeah, 2 years old. It's not a car that's been used very much. That'll go up to high 40s if you were to do longer runs, maybe touch on 50. They are very good on fuel. Okay, that's how they've been designed. You've got adaptive cruise control, auto lights, wipers. You can have an analog or a digital speedo. All right, you've got your rev counter there, temperature gauge there, fuel gauge. Call it. It's almost got a full tank of fuel. USB here, USB there. You can connect your phone up, your smartphone up, and then you can mirror apps, etc. Okay, you have your sat nav. Now, obviously, if you use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you can use your sat nav of your choice. But this is really decent. I've travelled across Europe using this, and it's been absolutely fine. Really easy to use. The car also has lane keep assist. So hold on. Let me see. Driver assistance systems. So you've got radar cruise control. So you've got adaptive cruise control. Traffic sign speed limit sync. Now, I've actually never done that, but I might play around with that one day. Driver attention alert tells you when you're tired. Lane departure warning. We've spoken about that. Blind spot monitoring. We've spoken about that. Lane keep assist system. Enables lane keep steering assistance to help the vehicle stay within the lane. Wow. I think we're getting quite close to these self-driving cars. So yeah, a very safe, very well-equipped car. If you've not driven or sat in one of these new generation Mazdas, now Mazda have always made good cars, reliable cars, but these really are well put together. There's nice materials used. I hate to say this because it sounds really cheesy, but it's like Mazda's road to premium. And I must say, Mazda's product has got more premium. I would say the traditional premium branded vehicles have gone back a little bit. And I do think, like, for example, we've just sold a C and an A-Class Mercedes. They're about 4 years old, both of them, and I think this is better put together. But nothing, as I say, I don't like knocking other brands, but when you get in them and see them, they're not what they used to be, in my opinion, anyhow. So yeah, all good stuff. Rake and reach adjustment on the steering wheel. It's all very nice indeed. Heated seats. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. So, we're a Mazda dealer. It'll come with a Mazda warranty. It'll be serviced here at our Mazda dealership in Orpington, and it will come with 1 year's, so 12 months, ZZ Plus Mazda used car warranty. Not to be mistaken for these other warranties that, I'll be honest, are very difficult to claim, aren't as comprehensive, have silly claim limits. So you get a year with that, a year's roadside assistance, and a good roadside assistance package. You know, it will rescue from home. You know, it's not one of these bare bone packages that really you have to upgrade for them to be any good. If you've dealt with us before, thanks for considering us again. And if you'd like to have an idea of what sort of company we are to do business with, if you haven't dealt with us before, please do check out our reviews. Reviews started being a thing probably 10 years ago, and I've actually been at this particular dealership with the company 20 years last month, and 10 years over here. So we've tried to sort of build up a good reputation. We want you to come back, recommend people, etc. So we are very customer focused. Now, if you're looking at this video or the photos, the advert outside our regular business hours, don't let that stop you from inquiring. We do get notified of inquiries, so if you drop us an email or pick up the phone, leave a voicemail, we pick it up and we'll give you a shout back. Okay, we're a 7-day-a-week business and we really are here to help. Okay, now we've got great finance facilities. We've got the best part exchange facilities because we want your part exchange regardless of what you have, and you will get the best deal with a part exchange. And that means you'll have an enjoyable, seamless buying experience. But please do punch your reg number in and do all those things we're heavily encouraged to do. But then give us a shout and we can do all that for you. All right, so I want to thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed doing this video. This is the second Mazda 3 I've done today. The other one was a slightly different spec. So we've got a few actually Mazda 3s. If this isn't the one for you, I think we've got about 3 or 4 here at Orpington and a couple more in the group. So yeah, look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. Bye bye.